Hello comrades, Kami-san Bro here today with Civilization 4 Beyond the Sword. More specifically, a mod for Beyond the Sword called Fallout Tame the Wastes. That's right, I figured, because Fallout 4 is coming out in approximately, I don't know, 10 hours and 47 minutes, that I felt I could do something Fallout related. And this seemed to be a good place to start, being a strategy game and all that good stuff. Not to mention being my favorite Civilization game of all time. That's right. This game is better than Civ 5, whether you like that or not. Very rarely do I give formative, strong opinions on something, but this is most certainly one of them. Now, don't get me wrong, Civ 5 and Civ 4 both have their strengths and merits and do things differently. But, as far as Civ 4 goes, Beyond the Sword was the best expansion, and Civ 4 was personally my favorite Civilization game, bar none. This is a guy who played all the Civilization games. So, anyway, without further ado, I could sit here and talk about my fanboyism, or alternatively, we could take a look at the actual mod, which we're going to do. Now, this mod is built off the Fury Road mod, mod or map. I can't remember which is which, but needless to say, it's built off that. It starts with cold climate, high sea level, and it's going to be a large map. All right. Now, who do we want to play? Do we want to be the New California Republic, the NCR? Do we want to be the Brotherhood of Steel? Do we want to be the Civilized Ghouls, the Enclave, the Master's Army, the New Reno Families, the Raiders and Slavers, or the Wasteland Tribes? Now, there isn't a whole bunch of unique things yet. Now, keep in mind they do have unique stats and whatnot, and it'll show you if you hover over the right. It shows you their civics. And they all have pretty damn good models, unique models. But the factions they're not super different from each other right now. Keep in mind this mod is still very much early works. And I mean just the look alone is phenomenal. They have just nailed it with the look, and I fucking love it. I just love how good this all looks. Just look at that. Those animations and the very well done thing. But anyway, we're gonna play as the Brotherhood of Steel. Why? Because I'm a Brotherhood of Steel fanboy, just like everyone else, for the most part. So my leader name's gonna be Bradley, and we're gonna play the Brotherhood of Steel. All right, looks good. We're gonna keep it on Chieftain. We're actually gonna put it on quick because I don't plan on playing this for too long. But, enough to show you guys, basically. Alright, John Maxson, the Brotherhood of Steel. The founder of the Brotherhood of Steel was Captain Roger Maxson of the United States Army. He was a member of the military team commanded by Colonel Robert Spindle, originally sent to the West Tech Research Facility on January 3rd, 2076. Alright, yes, nice, good stuff. We start with gathering and banding together. Nice. Alright, so we're going to click continue, and bam, look at that. You already start out with 2 units, and oh my god, those voices are so loud. We're gonna have to turn those down real quick. Okay, that's better. Anyway, alright, so basically, I've only played as the Brotherhood of Steel. I haven't tried out any of the other factions so far, but I imagine they all operate under the same idea, that a settler, to settle, needs to settle upon a vault. How many times can I say settle in one word, right? Yeah, so you need to settle them upon a vault, then you get to name it. We're gonna name ours Djibouti Reborn. That's right. Alright, Djibouti Reborn. Now you start out building some buildings. You basically repair pieces of the vault. So, repair lighting, access food storage, access the janitor's closet, so on and so forth. You've also got scavenge the waste and search the waste, which converts hammers into research or hammers into money, depending on what you're more inclined to receive. As you can see, I like the rivers are clearly, even though it says fresh water, it's green. I just love that touch. And this is quite clearly a wasteland with blasted out areas and just completely destroyed, irradiated areas. And as you explore, you'll find that there is indeed irradiated areas. And also, look at those symbols. Don't you just love that? They like actually made a bunch. They got the Pip-Boy, Vault Boy and stuff from the actual games, and they put it onto the UI. I love it. It's just so cool. And you'll run into super mutants and shits and Yao Guais all over the freaking place. It's phenomenal. It's just plain phenomenal. And eventually, once you research technology, which, keep in mind, the tech tree in this game is pretty damn extensive. Like, when I first started playing, I'm like, oh, I'm going through the researches way too fast. But as you can see here, there is actually a shit ton of technologies to get before you're actually, like, look at that. Just look at that. Before you're basically back to, Wasteland Renaissance. Pretty much maxed out in Mega Combat Robots. So Liberty Prime is a unit in this game. Just throwing that out there. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff to do here. And as far as a Fallout mod goes for a strategy game, I mean, this pretty much nails it. Like, it's very well done. I don't think I've actually seen a Fallout mod for a strategy game with this much personality that could almost arguably seem like if they if the developers recognize it as such, could actually be considered as some sort of property of Fallout. Like, if they ever made a strategy game, basically, this is how I would want it to be, is what I'm getting at here. So, I mean, it's very well done. The one problem I have with the game, well, I mean, there is a couple of problems with it. First off, the in-turn button for some reason is, like, hard to press. I don't know why, but, like, even though you can see it right there, when it turns red, you got to click on it, right? And sometimes it just, see, like right now, I'm clicking on it. The first time didn't do it, but yeah. Just tiny nitpick. I don't know why it does that. Maybe I'm just clicking the wrong spot. But either which way, so just use the enter button. That solves that problem for the most part. The second problem I have is when you're sitting there looking at the UI, so much stuff and so much bonuses are getting thrown onto the UI when you look at something that it's really hard to read. And also, a lot of, like, when you start meeting leaders and stuff like that, they don't have it's clear, like their background is transparent, so it's really hard to read the writing and stuff like that. See, you see this isn't transparent, this is clearly opaque, and it's real easy to see everything. So yeah, Brahman sure do poop a lot, Billy. So yeah, you can read everything perfectly fine, but like when you start meeting leaders, and even like this, it's kind of hard to read. So I mean, I would almost suggest that if they can, just make this stuff opaque. Just so you can see it, or at least make it a little bit darker in the background, just to make it easier to see. But again, just my personal opinion there. It's nothing to, write home about or anything. Also, we need money. And we have a bunch of workers who can't do anything right now, so they're just going to hang out and not do stuff. Is that an explorer? Why isn't he doing anything? Hey there, man. What are you doing? You're a survivor. You're supposed to be exploring. I guess he can't. That's weird. My last one was able to leave the team borders, but I guess this one isn't for some reason. Whatever. No big deal. So yeah, this is pretty much the Fallout mod, Tame the Wastes. This is very, very early on in it. And, I mean, there's not going to be much happening for the next little while here. You'll start seeing Yao Guais or Radbear show up, which is pretty much what that is right there. Yeah. And if you don't control the population, there will be a shit ton of them. Like, I mean, a shit ton. Like, boom, there's another one. And within about 100 turns, again, if you're not controlling that population, those things, oh my, they're still easy to kill, mind you, but there's just a lot of them. Like, there's a buttload of them. But anyway, this has been Commissar Bro. Thanks so much for watching. I hope this is a mod that you're interested in. I know, personally, I think this is a very well done mod. And it's one that I'm really going to want to experiment with. Oh, that's a giant spider. That's terrifying. That I'm going to want to experiment with in the future to really test out how deep I can go with this particular mod. And honestly, it's still being constantly updated, so keep that in mind, that it is still being worked on by the developer. This is actually version 5, and there's 2 more versions after this version that have already come out that I just have not updated to yet, just because I'm being lazy. But as far as it goes, this is very well done, and it's relatively unknown at this point. So go help this guy out, go support this guy, so that he can continue making a totally badass Fallout mod for all of Civ 4 players to play. That's the rhyme. But anyway, as I said before, this is Kamazar Bro, and I'll see all you amazing people next time.